So, my name is Wasila Giwa, singer, songwriter, occasionally poet, and we're taking a deeper look into my new single, Two Ways.
Two ways. Let's do it.
When I first go into writing a song, I actually doesn't start with me actually writing. I record in my voice notes, and then I go back to it and pretty much create from there. So it's like I get a feeling and I record it, I capture that moment, and then I go back to it. Okay, so I'm gonna just break down the lyrics for you guys. Two ways. Started off as friends, quickly turned to lovers. It's like the stories just began, how we end up on the same chapter. So pretty much, sometimes you start off in a relationship as friends, right? It's completely platonic. And then you realize that this person is more and means more to you. And so sometimes that love develops fast. And so yeah, and so I go on to you read me, I'm your favorite book. You got me, boy, I'm took. But in this love, we both know it can get a little bit crazy, baby. And so, pretty much right there, you're with the man who understands you, who sees you for you, who can call you on your bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? He sees you exactly for you. He reads you like a book. Have you ever just been in a relationship or had an experience with a man where it just seems like he knows you like that? I've had a couple of experiences like that, but that's pretty much the experience that I wanted to tell into this story. So then, but it can get a little bit crazy, meaning things don't always go exactly as planned. And so then I go into two ways this could go, two ways we both know, two ways. And so what I mean by the two ways part is like either you could be in a relationship and everything is all great and honky dory, or you can actually have to fight for your love. You can actually be fighting together to stay together and experiencing life changing things, but holding it down together. And I think that that's what most people go through when it comes to love. And I know that I'm a very passionate lover, so that's how my love is. So then we go on to I'm finally in love with a man who finally understands my worth ain't in his hands. No, no, no. And so what I mean by that is, first off, I'm in love with a man. First off, a man that understands himself, a man that sees himself for who he is. He knows who he is. He's not bringing those problems to me. He knows who he is, first off. And then he understands that I'm a queen and my worth ain't in his hands, meaning I can do bad all by myself. I'm very independent. I don't need you, but I want your love in my life and I want you to be a part of my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So then it goes to worth ain't in his hands. Oh no, no. Instead he a boss, willing to pay the cost. Yeah, he gon' ride for me, he gon' die for me, but it can get a little bit crazy, baby. So basically just saying in a synopsis, like, he is his own boss, he got his own things going on for himself. And yeah, so two ways is pretty much explaining a love story and its ups and its downs, and being with someone who is assured of themselves and you both being assured of yourself and coming together in purposeful love. That's pretty much what it's about. Yep. And then there's other parts, but you gotta stay tuned for the other parts of the song. But yeah, that's what Two Ways is about.
Cut. Brilliant. So to me, music is all over all the time. There's music everywhere you go. So the inspiration literally could come from anything, anywhere. Sometimes, if I'm writing a song, I'll write lyrics first. Sometimes it'll be a sound that I'm inspired by. Sometimes I'll record some random sound that I hear. But really the creative process is just letting inspiration hit you and then taking advantage of that inspiration. So with making beats, with producing a track, especially for another artist, I try to get into the mind of that artist first. I want to know, the psychology behind the song that they're creating. If it's a love song, how do you feel about love? What experience did this come from? What inspired you to talk about this, and how do you want people to hear about it? Once I really know, and it's almost like a therapy session. Once I know what an artist wants and what they feel, then I can take that and try to translate that into music. So I've been producing music since I was about 14 years old. That's been 15 years. That's actually more than half my life now. And of course, I started off not that great. I was on this old busted computer with bootleg software that I stole. And but I just wanted to, be like Timbaland. I wanted to be like Kanye. I wanted to be like Pharrell. And I would hear their music and try to recreate it. And at first, I wanted to be a rapper because all my friends wanted to be a rapper. And then I decided, making the music, making the beats is way more intriguing. And I've been doing it ever since. Have gotten better at it. And, gone on to do it professionally. All right, so let's start with the sound that started the whole thing, right? This is kind of set the vibe. First of all, I just want to say I made 2 beats before this one, and she said they were trash. So 3rd time's the charm. But anyway, so I think it's this one, this bass sound, right?
Yeah, so this was like one of the original sounds that we kind of ran with, and I just liked it because it reminded me of, for some reason, it reminded me of kind of like a 90s type feel. I don't know why, but that was one of the first beats that we ran with.
Yeah, so then, let's see, I can play some of my drums. Oh, here we go. So the drum pattern was, I wanted drums that would hit hard, but that still had a slightly different rhythm. And then just playing around, I added this like tribal pattern to it. And that changed the whole. And
thing. I don't know why, but after we started creating the song, I was like, can we add some type of, I'm really big on culture and, my African heritage. So I'm like, can we add something that has some type of African sound, distinct sound? And so
this is the percussion that's in the background. And he created the whole groove. The bass in there. So that's that.
So how do you put all of this together, like get it all together in your mind, like the whole, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you have to treat it like a mad scientist. And
okay.
you mix your potion, right? And there's certain things that you need. So for example, this sound that you actually didn't want in the song at first, and it ended up sounding really dope in the song.
This sound?
It's like piano type sound.
Well, I don't think I didn't necessarily like it. I just was like, it's interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting and a not so, but it fit though. It eventually fit.
But I think what you did was you changed it, didn't you?
I changed it a bit.
Yeah.
I added a bunch of stuff to it.
Yeah.
Warped the sound a bit.
Yeah.
And this kind of starts off the whole thing. It kind of says with like that eerie vibe, where you hear this first, and then some of the other sounds you hear in here. So it's like backwards Rhodes piano, right? And then when you get to the chorus, it's a lot bigger. Kind of give it an electronic vibe, right? One other sound that's in here, it sounds like a broken organ or something. I don't even know how to explain it. But then it all kind of comes together with this. And I have to say, she killed these vocals. If it wasn't for these vocals being a smash, this song wouldn't be anything.
Oh, thank you.
You killed this.
Thank you.
Let's play just the vocals a little bit, like in the chorus or something.
Now, what I can tell you guys about like the vocal production, Tre actually really helped me put stuff together. He really helped me like all encompass like the arrangement and different things. So he's not just an excellent producer, but he's great at like helping with the vocal production.
Yeah, so listen to this.
Ways we both know, two ways, let's get go. Two ways.
At the harmonies.
Let's get go. Two ways we both know. Two ways, let's get go. Two ways.
My favorite part of the song.
I feel it every time you're next to me. Something about that energy. Baby, don't stop. Temperature on high. I feel it every time you're next to me. Something about that energy. Two ways, we both know. Two ways, let's get going.
I just want to say, she was just showing off with that high note. She was trying to stun on everybody. She didn't have to do that.
I was coming for y'all throats.
She didn't have to
Okay,
do all that. So that's the track.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple, but it has some complexities to it.
Yeah.
That kind of makes it go together. But I mean, just think about mixing that very electronic sound with tribal beats, tribal patterns. It's very different than what you normally hear.
Yeah, and I was telling Trey for this, I wanted to I really want to really create my own sound. So, in my own lane, I feel like as artists, that is like most artists don't do that. It's important to create something new and something fresh to bring to the culture. So, that's what I was trying to do with this record.
Sure.
Yep.
Trey on it.